Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
what are we talking about, son?
Get into it, talking. I felt
Keeping it a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard. Make sure y'all can see me, Claudio. Are you on the right mic this time, Joey?
This thing on?
Is it?
Is this thing on?
Is it
this
on?
Thing on? Is this
Testing
thing
1
on?
2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
You know what I'm saying, Mike? Check. What up, fam? How you doing, brother?
Ain't nothing. What's going on, man?
Chilling. You just woke up from a nap, or you know, say you 24 hours into?
Yeah, my 36-hour fast, man. I got about 12, 14 hours left.
Oh, in the morning. You good then? Wait, 14 hours from now.
In the morning.
Yeah. Shout out to Joshua Steele. Shout out to Tony Toca. Shout out to Jay Singh and shout out to the chat. Y'all know what it is, man. Every Wednesday and Sunday, 6 p.m. live.
Yeah, man. Getting some energy, man. Canes is getting some hate. Love it. Love it. Feels good to be in that seat, man.
It feels good to be, you know what I'm saying, hated on like that because it's the consensus that, you know what I'm saying, that they scared. I am fighting off a little cold here, brother. I don't know where this came from. I don't appreciate it at all. It's just getting old and age and all that stuff. But yeah, man. I'm 4 hours in to my fast. As soon as you said, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna join you.
What? You ain't doing 36?
I'm right now. I'm at 4, fam. Let's slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's you know what I'm saying? Let's bring it down.
I think it's best to start when you sleep. You know what I mean? Because that's at least 8 right there. You know what I mean? So
Nah, I feel you, but since I'm not feeling well, I don't have the appetite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just figure like, let me roll this out and see what's popping. Let's get to tomorrow morning and make it happen from there. Let me see how this goes.
A lot of fluids, man. A lot of fluids.
Water all day, fam. Water all day. What's going on, Joy? How you been, brother?
Yeah, hungry. That's about it, man. Know what I mean?
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Ain't nothing going on but hunger.
Yeah, man. Work. Work, school, hunger. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's the drive.
About it. Yeah, man. What's I heard the weather. I heard it's scorching hot down south.
Man, it's stupid, bro. Take my dog out. I took my dog out last night. Probably around 11. It was still hot.
Yeah.
You know
that's where it's at right now.
Yeah, it's miserable, man. So yeah, it's stupid, yo. It's stupid. Like, I walk to my truck sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, humidity on 1,000.
Yeah.
Don't even make sense, man.
Yeah.
But we're complaining. I'm complaining just walking in my truck. Right now, summer workouts are popping in Miami. And them boys are getting it, man. Yeah. From what you've seen, shout out to the segue. From what you've seen, how you what you thinking? How you feeling about it? I know it's just t-shirts and shorts and just workouts, but
you know how I feel about it.
Just get to the season.
Nothing. You know what I mean? Nah, man. They're gonna work. They're gonna get their work in. That's what it's supposed to be. This is your job. You're a D1 major D1 athlete. This is your job. You get NIL. It's part of your job, man. Part of your responsibility. So I'm glad to see them working. CJ Daniels do look good. I like the way CJ Daniels is moving out there, though, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to his YouTube channel.
Like that.
Shout out to his YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to it, man. You'll get some good behind the scenes. Shout out to our guy Evan D. Grant, you know what I'm saying, for posting that. Retweeted it from the page and from my personal Twitter. Make sure everybody subscribes to that, man. Yeah, man. Everybody was watching and reacting to how JoJo looks. JoJo looks good. I mean, JoJo's JoJo. Just need to see it. You know what I mean? And that's
Mm-hmm.
what keeps me from being too over the top. Let's see what Tony Toga says. Need begging the receivers to start getting acquainted, and I think they are, man. If I know you did. You sent the link in the You Heard chat. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the Josh Payton interview, Beck's been throwing for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that when he posted that video, like I tell you, when anything goes public, it's already been happening. You know what I'm saying? So he's very likely already out there again working with these young receivers, building some rapport and some chemistry. What you thinking, Joe?
Yeah, I'm sure of it, man. Hopefully all summer they working together, man. Wherever they at in the facility, outside, whatever. Hopefully they working together. I'm sure it's in private quarters because we don't want to see what Beck is doing right now. We just want them to pop out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sure they getting it in, man. You know, these guys, listen, man, they're professionals, man. Like, you got a bunch of older dudes, CJ Daniels, the other two transfers, Keelan Marion and Tony Johnson.
Facts.
And salute to Dono, man. He interviewed somebody that went to Cincinnati, and he's like a commentator up there.
Okay.
Who's very familiar with Tony Johnson.
Probably locked on Bearcats or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And he shed light on Tony Johnson, man, and it was a loss. You know, they hated to lose him. He was one of the leaders, and he just had glowing reviews about him. So you got professionals in the rooms, man. I'm not worried about the preparation part.
Yep.
You know, we just got to line it up. So
yeah, that's it. Porch King says he played golf today. Well, that's good.
Outside?
But yeah.
Oh, Carson Beck was playing golf.
Carson Beck played golf.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Well, how else you play golf, Joe?
CIS was reporting that or something.
Yes, Kings said be outside. Shout out to them, man. Yeah, man. Like, I'm not. Shout out to the Josh Payton interview too, by the way. I did like the honesty and sincerity that Coach Cristobal approached that with before we get into our main topic of the show. Like how he talked about the defense. And he answered some questions that we had, right? We're like, yo, like you, for me, it was like, yo, you fire him after Cal, right? Let's keep it above. We talked about it. Like, you let him go, but it was like the part that I when I was watching it earlier today, I know it came out a couple of days ago. I kind of wanted your thoughts on it when he said something like, we just didn't think. I'm paraphrasing, right? I'm putting him to my words. This isn't what Coach said, but it's like I don't feel like we had the guys behind him to take that DC spot if we made a change, and during the season, it's not the time to make that change anyway, right? It was something along those lines. He didn't say that. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? You know, Coach Cristobal doesn't ever personally say anything like that about coaches, but that's how I received it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I took it. What were your thoughts when he said that part? I thought that was the most enlightening part. Everything else was like coach speak and cool little story. You know what I'm saying? Dope stories. Definitely go check out the interview if you haven't already seen it. But that was the part that stood out to me because that's defense is my the best offense we've ever had, basically, right? And the worst defense we could remember. I mean, I'm sure we've had worse, but what was your takeaway from it?
That's a personal thing. You know, we know Coach Cristobal is a very principled man.
Yes.
You know, so he sticks with his beliefs and his principles and what he's learned. So if he feels like you don't make that change in the middle of the season, because we know he's not big on embarrassing people. You know, he's not big on, he wants everybody to fall on their feet. You know, he's a principled guy. Maybe sometimes to a fault. You know, some people like yourself, maybe me, I don't know, are gonna make that like, yo, it can't get worse, right? So
we're already unprepared. We already look bad.
And we know sometimes another voice in the room does wonders sometimes. You know, so but then you make the change in the middle of the season. Let's say for shits and giggles, you got JT as the DC.
Right.
Let's say he does well. He does a good job. Now the pressure's to make him the DC.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's what the fans are going to call for.
You don't get Coach Hetherman.
Yep.
You know, so you know it's
you don't get Zach Etheridge. You don't get Will Harris.
And again, he admitted his inadequacies. Yo, we lost a couple people in the secondary. We didn't have enough bodies. That's my fault.
Yeah,
that's my bad.
100%.
And we discussed that, right? You know, we discussed that. So, you know, sure, one or two bodies that you lose shouldn't derail the whole defense.
No,
but
you lose Damari, you can't
have
below
you didn't
average.
have nothing for back. You didn't have the bodies. You didn't have the quality bodies at that time that you thought, you know, would help. So, you know, it's either way, man. I don't knock any coach's principles or how they operate. You know, if that's how you operate, that's how you operate. You know, but you got to stand on it, and he did. He definitely stood on it. So,
definitely. Shout out to Bucks to playing the game. He says Shamar Brown will be the number 2 running back by the end of the year. Book it. That will be RB1. So you've got Fudge at 3. That's chill. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it when we get to our way too early starting 11. But yeah, man, like I appreciated his honesty and look, like, what else can you do? Like everybody saw it, so changing, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, I thought we did doing that coach speak on that. Like I thought that we did the best we could. But you know what I'm saying? Like done that whole run around. I was like, look, man, we weren't good enough. Straight up and down. It wasn't what it was, and that's it. Like that's what it needed. Like if he would have given me coach speak, I would have been like, yo, man, come on, fam. Like,
and we all have our like me, fam. I'm going down with the shit. Like if we have a chance to make the playoff and win everything, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. Yeah. I really couldn't sit me. I'm going. I don't know, man. Whether I gotta just coach the defense myself or something. It's
he was like, he said like, we didn't get him enough assistance. All that stuff was like, fam, like
whatever. I don't know.
Whatever, dog. Like
I gotta do something.
It's gotta do something. Something's gotta happen. Something's gotta happen. Stick Raw in the building. Shout out to Stick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always important. Appreciate you, man. Joshua says, how y'all feel with CJ Daniels looked in the little workouts? Looks good.
Yeah, he looked good.
T-shirt and shorts.
He's moving good. He looked good.
Look healthy. He looks 100%. He looks 100%.
When he was coming out and he went to Liberty, man, I was tight. I was like, yo, man, I want that kid, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can return back to form. If he does, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, Tony, he did. Coach said the defense lost their way, and they just never got back on. I told you, we said it before, right? The best defense they had was against Florida, and it just got worse. And they figured them out and made no adjustments for whatever reason. One defensive back shouldn't change your entire defense, but that's in the past. We're just talking about it now because Coach was talking about it with his Josh Payton interview. So yeah, man, God, that defense was so bad, dog. That defense was.
You know, my favorite part of the interview, man, is him talking about the adults in the building, man. We are the adults. Coaches are teachers. We are teachers. We are here to guide these young athletes, man. You know.
Yeah.
You got.
He said the onus. That was the next part. He said the onus falls. He's like, I don't. Basically, paraphrase him. Y'all can watch the interview. Yo, I don't care what these young men do. The onus is on the grown men, the adults in the room and in the building to teach them. Straight up like that. Straight like that. Appreciate the donut
and appreciate you, Stick. And definitely, man, if they're unteachable or not willing, then you make that change. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. Mm-hmm. But most of these young men, especially at that level, are willing, man. They want to be taught. They wanna excel. They want to get better. They just need the right push, man. Yeah.
And it was such a good interview, man. He goes, look, man, like some young men take a little bit of time. You got to understand how to talk to each and every one. It's not just you don't burn that bridge right away, but
85 different personalities, man.
Yeah, like you have to understand that the timeline is shortened because of portal, though. You know what I'm saying? Like your evaluation, like learning how to understand and talk to these young men is a lot shorter than it is. Like if they're not receiving your instruction, it's gonna be 6 to 10 months, right? If they sign in December coming in January, they could be gone by the next December. So that's the timeline you have. So you have to really have adults in the room, grown men, grown women in the room to be like, yo, like we gave it everything. Like I don't know what else, we don't know what else to try, and that's got to be on a 12-month time frame, which is crazy. Because if he's not, you know what I'm saying, if that's not a body you don't want that to linger, then you got to make, you know what I'm saying, then you have to help them make the decision. Like, look, maybe this isn't the best for you, because it is a year-to-year basis on evaluating and recruiting and portal, which is a crazy sped up calendar, yo.
Yeah. Hopefully they dead that extra portal window, man. We just need the one window. We don't need both.
We don't need both.
Hopefully they just get the winter window, man, and that's it.
And call it a day. But yeah, man. All right, let's get into this Canesware ad and let's break down our way too early starting 11.
Welcome to Canesware.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Canesware has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at canesware.com. Canesware, the spot Miami fans shop.
I want to get this comment track in it. Shout out to Canesware, man. Only place I can find that. Shout out to the fam. Josh still says it's hard to even watch games from last year because of our defense was so bad. Yeah, I keep watching it like the timeline is gonna change. Like I'm gonna go into a different multiverse, a different timeline, and be like the defense made tackles and set the edge, but it doesn't happen at any game after Florida. Like it just any game after Florida is just it's not a fun experience. Juan Manuel in the building.
Max, we didn't do that.
No, we didn't at all. You heard family, Benny. You heard family, Benny Joe. I got a hot take. Mr. 10-6-8 Brian Fitzgerald will be a receiver on Green Tree. Cause some excitement, much like OJ Frederick last year. So you got him playing receiver?
Yeah, he could.
He could.
But nah, I'm good.
I'm good. I think he's defensive back. I feel you, Juan. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, put him behind Poyser, man, and let him learn and let him watch and
take your time with that one.
Yeah,
there's some big receivers that are going after this year. So if the defense was decent, we 10-2 easy. Oh, you talking about this year, right? Because we were 10-2 last year. So that's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, Joey. Where you want to start? You want to start on the defensive backfield and work to the offense with the way too early starting 11 for 2025 as we just started. We're 4 days in the summer workouts.
Yeah. So this ain't this is press thinks is gonna start.
No.
Who, you know what I mean? Who we think.
This is our college football 2026.
If we were setting the lineup right now, who starts?
Yep. Exactly.
Offense. We don't need to talk quarterback, right? So let's talk about the back, though. You know what I mean? So you got Beck, Emery, and Luke.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the three. Yeah.
Yep. All right, running back. So some people got
Lyle,
me, Fletcher, Lau, and Sharmar.
Yep. And getting some carries with Hellcat. I think Hellcat gets some snaps.
So what I need though from Fletch, I need Fletch to take care of that ball better, man. Dog. Like I need Fletch to take care of that
shit, fam. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, if if I don't have to worry about that, I'm very comfortable. But that thunder and lightning is gonna be bananas.
Can I tell you? I'm gonna tell you like this. If he has 4 fumbles in fall ball, I'm starting Lyle. Like if he fumbles once a week, you know what I'm saying, during fall, just in fall practices, I'm running Lyle at RB1.
Yeah.
If he has any kind of fumbling issues, during fall.
I think I agree, SP. I think they're gonna split kinda. You know, at the end of the year, they might be a 20, 30, 40 carry difference or something.
Yeah.
But I think they'll pretty much split. But the person running out first is gonna be Mark Fletcher.
Let's handle this question from Bucks of Plenty.
It's not a question. It's just a statement.
It's a statement. Yeah, it's a statement. Yeah, I'm handling it as a question because, fam, I understand his tape looks good from the division he comes in football, but you also got to give him time. Let's not just be dismissive of Fletcher and Lyle. Because
Yeah, we got to remember he's a freshman too, man. Shamar's a freshman.
Yeah,
sophomore now.
Yeah, sophomore now. So you got to give him time. Mm-hmm. I think he shows himself, yes, but he's a hell of a RB3. That's not even to be dismissive. Like he's behind two problem running backs, NFL running backs at that.
He'll be running back number 2 next year if he stays.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And he's still gonna get a ton of carries. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get RB3 got a ton of carries last year, so which was Lyle. You know what I'm saying? So all right. Do you want to go tight end next? That's pretty Elijah Lofton. Alex Bowman.
Yeah.
Jackson Carver, hopefully he's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, he had that bad injury in spring.
Yeah, I think Jackson Carver's chilling this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Elijah Lofton, Bowman.
Yep.
Brockshot. Yep. And our guy Owen Ruskovich.
Ruskovich.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to the Fofo.
Coming, yeah.
Shout out to the Fofo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Who's all right? Wide receiver, and I got a question. After we finish off the offense, so you got JoJo on the outside, CJ on the outside. You got Malley or Tony Johnson or Ray in the slot.
Damn, man. Yeah, I think I got Tony Johnson, man. Yeah. I think I got Tony. Yeah.
Tony, Ray, and Malley.
I think I got Tony, man, in the slot. Yeah.
Will they rotate?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they will.
We could be sure. I ain't seen it in 2 years though, dog.
I mean, you ain't have those 3. You got a different 3 now. So yeah, I think so.
I got that over 1,000 yards receiving from the slot. I don't know who's gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, because that's how I have it there. Who's your best player on offense? Way too early.
We ain't finish O-line, man. We gotta finish. We gotta.
We gotta finish O-line. You're right. Sorry, I was thinking skill positions. I apologize.
Yes, please. From left to right.
Hold up. Wait. Okay. I think I know what you.
Come on, man.
I think I know what you're doing now. I think I know what you're doing. Go ahead. Left to right. Go ahead. Do it.
Go ahead. Right. Markel Bell.
Yeah. This is where you want to go crazy.
This is what I would do.
Yeah, this is what I knew. I knew this is where you wanted to go crazy.
DC, Maui Noah.
Yep.
James Brockenmeyer. Coop.
Honest Coop. Yeah.
And McCoy, man, at right tackle, man. Yep. Yeah. That's what I would do.
That's what I
But that's not gonna happen. But that's what I would do.
Yeah. You're gonna go McCoy, left guard, and then CC right tackle. That's what we're sticking with. But I would.
Facts, Joshua. We know that. This is just my dream.
Let us hope, man. Josh, don't don't ruin our dreams, man. This is our way too early starting 11. Not what we think. Not what we think that the coaches are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You got Rodriguez starting over McCoy. Okay.
That'd
mean,
be
I'm not
crazy. But
I'm
whatever.
not opposed to it, but
We'll
he
see.
was starting game one till he got hurt. But I
Mm.
still got McCoy. I'm just a big fan of Matt McCoy. What all right, now the question I can ask. Who you got being the best player way too early on offense?
Carson Beck,
What numbers are you thinking?
best player on offense. 3,500 passing,
Mm-hmm.
30 touchdowns,
Yep.
about 8 picks, 6 to 8 picks around there.
I got him around 3,800 yards. I say 35 and 7. I think watching that interview with the Built for More podcast gave us some insight on his mentality. Became a bigger fan of his. You know what I mean? Before that, you really just hear like secondhand shit, right? Like you really don't know what's what. You got to hear from him. Got to see a little bit of his mentality. Yes, a different person, different kind of person than Cam. Not a lot of people are like Cam, but we have to understand that there aren't many Cams out there, like ever. That's
Right.
he's a rare.
Nobody has a Cam.
Nobody has it. Nobody's had a Cam. I mean, Washington State did, and I'm saying shout out to the school before, and was it Incarnate Word? But yeah, I just think he's gonna have a calming effect on the offense, coming from the insanity of the SEC to what we are in the ACC. I just think I think it's gonna take him a little bit, but he's gonna really catch his stride early on. Probably game 2, I think against Florida, he's gonna really hit his stride. Notre Dame's
needs
gonna
to be the game 1.
It needs to be game 1. I know, but I'm saying where he's gonna be. I'll say it like this. I think he's gonna be comfortable in game 1 through 3, but I think he takes that next step from 4 and on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's gonna have issues in 1 to 3, but game 4, I think is where it just goes to the next level because it's gonna be a familiar team that he's dog walked. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows what Florida is. You know, it's not like there isn't anything new over there that's gonna surprise him. So I think that's where he goes. Okay, and it just all clicks. Like he might have like in a 250 to 300 yard range, but then after that he'll hit the 300 yard plus games on a more consistent basis. That's just my you know what I'm saying, way too early. Don't quote me. Yeah. Don't quote me on that takes. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
It helps that those games are at home too.
All of them.
Like it.
Yes,
it helps.
Yeah, exactly. Nassau says he's got for 800 yards and 7 TDs. Would be crazy. Mo just dropping a random scores. Fam, for what game, Mo? 42-17 for what game? We talking Notre Dame? Dawson system is always 6,000 yard total everywhere he's been. Yeah, he's gonna ball, yo. He's gonna ball. All right. Defensive line, right? We're on the defensive line. Ooh, hold up. Cristoforo has a. Let's see how this chat looks. Cristoforo has a question. What's y'all forecast for total rushing yards?
Forecast for total rushing. I think we have 2,000 yard backs.
Yeah.
So
I go over. I'm gonna go like 20
over 2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like 2,600 to 2,700 yards rushing. I think both Lyle and Fletch have 1,000. Yeah. CSP, yeah, I think they're gonna run the ball a lot more than they did last year. They're gonna run the ball a lot more. So got the monsters up front to do it. Defensive line, Joey. Shout out to the chat. See, look, new graphic right there. Shout out to StreamYard. You can see it right on the screen. Please don't nobody cuss because I'll take it right down. Take that right down. How you feeling about the defensive line? You know what? I'm gonna go first. This is mine because you did it on the offensive line. This is mine because you know.
See,
you know
I don't want. Don't put no bullshit. No,
I'm gonna do it.
I don't want to hear nonsense.
Nah. Well, you're gonna hear it, Joe. This is what we do here.
I don't want to hear no freaking nonsense, son.
All right, I go Mezzi. I go Mezzi on the left. Moten, Bain, and Marquise or Blunt on the right, starting. I don't care. Like I know people get. I just want to see Bain as a D tackle, yo. For my own, like, I moved him as like I just need to see that. I need to know what he could do to a guard who doesn't have the footwork that tackles do. I just need to see that when he bullies him. I need to see it, dog. Like, I'm selfish about that shit. Just a couple times. I don't need to see it a lot. I just want to see that. That's it.
Real quick before I answer.
Did I give you
Carson Beck?
Uh-huh.
Carson Beck in 2 years versus the ACC.
Ooh.
953 yards passing.
Uh-huh.
10 touchdowns.
Uh-huh.
And 1 interception.
And that was against Clemson, right? That's
and
I feel like
4-0.
Yeah.
Clemson, Florida State twice, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And Georgia. No, Clemson, Florida State, Georgia Tech twice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, crazy.
About 70% passing.
That's not too bad.
But
that's not too bad. Wait, real quick. Did I give you bullshit though? You didn't answer my question before you give me your 4. Your front 4.
That's nonsense.
Okay, no, that's just rude. You know what I mean? Like I thought we were friends here.
Nah, that's what you want. That's what you want. Exactly. Like if I'm on some bullshit because of what Marquise Lightfoot does on College Football 25, I have to have him starting because he wins the Heisman every year.
Fam, he gives me 40 sacks. Like
30,
I don't understand.
Yes, man. Like this last season, he had 30 tackles for loss and 38 sacks. Like, what do we do? Yeah. Let's go.
He just brings a dynamic that we don't have at edge. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my only thing. Like, I understand that Ruben Bain lost some weight and wants to be. I get that. You already got a guy who has the weight that Bain wants to be at. No, you know what I'm saying? That you could easily put, because you don't have a speed guy. You have 2 maulers at the edge. You don't have a guy that goes whoop. You know what I'm saying? Give you that little shoulder dip.
Yeah.
And go right around.
But people sleeping. And again, it's we have to remember, right? People don't remember Mezzi when he first came because Mezzi was getting very busy when he first came. You know, before the injury or whatever, and people don't, we don't remember that. Why are we gonna remember that? You know,
he was at what 9.5 sacks in year 1 when we went. Yeah, he's a king. Like I know he came from West Virginia, but he's been here 4 years, basically. Like,
absolutely,
he's a king.
All right, so Mezzi and Bain at the ends. That's just what it is. Moten and Justin Scott in the middle.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
I'm okay with you.
David Blade, good addition, but I'm gonna have to go Moten and Justin Scott. Yeah. That's the 2 right there to me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I understand. I just want to see it, and I'd be dope. It'd be dope if they do have, like Cristobal said, like a NASCAR package. Since we're on the D line, Juan Manuel did have a question. Will we have 2 guys with double-digit sacks? I think it's going to be
yes.
Who you got, Bain and Mezzi?
Nope.
Bain and Blunt?
2 guys with double digits. 2 guys. No. But I think we're gonna be top 10 in the country in sacks.
Yeah,
but I don't think 2 guys with double.
I think it's gonna be numbers. I think it's gonna be waves of people. I don't think it's gonna be. I think
you're gonna have a lot of people with 5, 4, 6.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Leading sack. I think Bain's gonna be the number 1 guy though. I think Bain's gonna have the most sacks on a D line. Is how I feel about it. Saying all that. Even I do want him starting or playing DT, I still got him on the edge realistically, and leading the team in sacks for sure. Juan Manuel says season assist. Ruben Bain is 262, best condition has been in Miami. There will be no talking to movie to TT. Guess what, Juan Manuel? I'm gonna keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep talking about it. I know he's slimmer now. I understand that. I'm just saying I would like to see what he looks like at DT. And when he runs by a guard, I'll be like, everybody's gonna be, oh, I guess we should have played him at DT. All right, moving right back, linebacker. If we're playing,
that's the toughest joint.
Yeah, if we're playing a 4-2-5, if that's what it's gonna be, as of right now, it's what we know, what we think, what we saw from spring.
Yeah, that's hard.
Who you got as your two, dog?
This is the toughest. This is the toughest position, man, because you got money from Rutgers, man, who's a problem if his ACL is right, man.
Yeah.
Torrey, if he's right, he's right. You know what I mean? But that's hard, man. And it's only two. You know?
That's it. Only
so
two.
I have Wes at one spot.
So you got Mo at the middle, or you got Wes at the middle?
Nah, I got Wes
Dramatic pause.
outside. I got Wes staying outside. And I mean, until otherwise, man, I got. Oh my gosh, man! You know what? Listen, man. I got Wes on the outside, and I got fucking
Mo
Chase Smith in the middle, B. Yeah, I got Chase Smith in the middle, dog.
Okay, now,
I got Chase Smith in the middle, man.
You did say earlier when I was talking about the D-line, don't be on no bullshit, right?
I got Chase Smith in the middle, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I got Chase Smith leading the charge in the middle, man. Against Notre Dame, we coming out. We need gangster. We need gangsterisms, man.
Chase gonna be out there with no pads.
Yeah, we need gangsterisms in the middle, man.
Just going, man.
Yeah.
Oh, this is as you talked about it, and the chat is giving dropping names. I don't know. Like there's the body type that Mo Toure is, screams middle linebacker, but he's only playing on the outside and edge, right? Like, and for me, it would be ideal if Mo had some experience, like played some snaps, and I'm sure he has some in the middle, and then Wes on the next to him would be ideal for me. But with Mo being outside,
4-2-5. Super. We're saying 4-2-5.
Yeah, we're going with a 4-2-5 concept in this conversation, fam. Like for me, it's Mo and Wes. There's a conversation we're gonna have. We are back tonight. For the culture is back at 8:00. There's a deeper conversation we're gonna have about the linebacker room that we don't want to have now because we're gonna save it when the squad is together. But that one was tough, yo. Because I think we have a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, but I think I think Mo at the middle, and with backing him up would be Chase Smith and Popo. You know what I'm saying? Those will be my three middles, and on the outside you got Bobby Pruitt. You got Bobby Pruitt right there nipping at Wes's heels, yo. I'm a big fan of what Bobby Pruitt can bring to the defense, man. Like we've been talking about that since we watched his tape, Joe. Like what I'm saying, the speed and the length that he has on that side will be crazy. And I think he's gonna be pushing, he's gonna be right up there with snaps with Wes. Not probably
There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Kellen Wiley in that room still, man. And man. Woo.
And on the way outside looking in, you still got a serviceable linebacker in Jalen Alderman. But I think the young guys just kind of overtook that, man. So it's a lot there, man. It's a lot. All right. Corners.
Xavier Lucas.
All day.
And OJ Frederick.
Yes. Who do you have as your guys behind them? And who do you have as your nickel? Keontre?
My nickel is Damari Brown.
There you go.
That's my nickel.
That's my nickel.
That's my nickel.
For sure. Yeah, I don't have a change on that. Yeah, that's my three. I got Damari, nickel, and then Lucas and Frederick. There's no differences for me on that. There's nobody else I can even argue for, really. I got Scott playing behind Damari. You know what I'm saying? And then behind that will be Charles Brantley on certain packages when you play those little, you know what I'm saying, those little 38s. Those 38s out there. But yeah, those are my three.
Yeah.
Defensive back and safeties is all that's left.
Yeah, Zach Poyser.
Yeah.
And I got Dylan Day, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got Dylan Day, man. You know what I mean? I think he's ready.
Yeah.
I think he's ready.
Yeah, I got Dylan Day.
Take that role, man. I think he's ready.
Yeah. I got Dylan Day too, man. I'm just a fan of the young man. Again, won his team a state title playing quarterback. You know what I'm saying, when that wasn't even his position and still took him. Also, Malachi Tony did that. Now, Joe, across the offense and defense, we have, as far as transfers, we'll have, let's say, Tony Johnson, Carson Beck, Brockemeyer, and CJ Daniels, right? So 5, right? Am I counting that right?
Brockemeyer,
CJ, Tony. If we're going with these,
Brockemeyer, what you mean?
If we're going with these, if this is the starting 11, just counting the transfers on both sides. Right?
Yeah. Starters. You're talking about starters?
Yeah, our starters.
Yeah, Brockemeyer, Beck, CJ Daniels, and Tony Johnson on offense.
That's 4?
Yes, 4.
Okay. All right. And on defense,
Xavier Lucas, Zechariah Poyser.
And that's it.
Maybe a linebacker.
Maybe Mo Toure. Maybe a Mo Toure.
Maybe a linebacker, and that's it.
Yeah. So
you might get Keontae Scott, and you might get the Tennessee kid too, man. He may start, but
but with the 11 that we mentioned, we don't have. We
said, that's only 3, 2,
yeah,
2 for me.
2. So that's 6 across. So that's 16 recruited players from, you know what I'm saying, from Cristobal starting on our 11. No, not this. So, Sauce, we're saying our starting 11.
Yeah,
our starting 11. You know what I'm saying? Not what we think, not what we think what we would do, how we would do it. And our 11, Blay is the 3rd defensive tackle behind Moten and Scott. Yeah,
for me. Yeah,
even though I had Ruben Bay move inside with his 15-pound weight loss. Congratulations to him, but still how I feel about it. So that's 16 recruited players.
Kicker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but we're not, you know what I'm saying, that's special teams, man. We're not doing that. We got 2 kickers actually to try to cover up for Borregales. No more Borregales being around. Oh, I think there's like a cousin something that Poke always mentions, but he's not available yet. So we'll see with that. So 6 transfers, 16 recruited players. I like those numbers. I like that it's not 15 or 20. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to figure it out. So you have 16 guys that you recruited, developed into that position. You know what I'm saying? Those are good. 16. I thought there would have been more, but from the numbers we got, that's pretty good. If you got 4 on offense.
We'll see. If that's the case, we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It could be we could get a couple surprises out there. I think most likely one of the linebackers and one of the safeties will be a transfer. Or it could be 2, both the safeties.
The Pacers in 5 just had to put it out there.
You know, I don't care for NBA basketball, man. So, you know, maybe, but I'm a New Yorker, man. So I got the Knicks.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. Little man doing his thing out there.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
DeMar saving grace, the best outside corner, but not flexible enough to play multiple positions. Not a good sign. I got him at nickel though. I think
Juan is saying he's not willing to play nickel, and that's not accurate.
Yeah, that's not accurate. If he wants to see the field, that's
not accurate, man.
Yeah, we'll see with that. All right, man. You got anything else, Joey, before we get up out of here? Because we right back at it tonight. Go Panthers! Man,
no. Mo was on time today, man. We got to give him. We gotta wait. He was on time. He was on time for his standards, man. We got to give him props
for his metric. Yeah, for his metric of time and space.
We got to give him props for that.
He was on time 100%. Let's clap it up for Mo. You know what? Hold on. Let me do the loop. Wait.
Yeah,
let me make sure I get this right.
Do that.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Mo, everybody. Yeah. Keep going for Mo. We're not slowing down. Keep it going. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mo, man. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. Showed up 15 minutes late, but for him, that's on time.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Listen. I hate both teams. Real quick, I hate both teams, but I like Jalen Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson over Halliburton. That's just style of play, and I grew up hating the Knicks. I grew up hating the Pacers, so ain't nothing new to me.
It should be at least major city love. Like, how you gonna go with a Midwest squad?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And plus, I have thoughts about Indianapolis anyway that you and I have talked about, so we're all good. Shout out to Mo for the dono, my brother. I appreciate you, Mo. Just stay right there, dog, and just click over to Miami Flows channel at 8:00 because we're right back on for the culture. Joe, you got nothing else?
We got some things to address on for the culture. That boy Flo gave us homework.
Man, I was taking notes.
I actually did it.
Yeah, I was taking you know what I'm saying? You know, when my forehead was sweating, I was like, I gotta carry the one. You know what I'm saying? There was a remainder, you know what I'm saying, out here. So we got some work to do. That top 25, whew, that one was tough. I had to start looking at other teams. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. We'll be right back for the culture at 8:00 tonight. Y'all be good, be safe. Peace.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You already know every Sunday, 12 time. You already know.